Just in, Princess Leonor and Christian's wedding sparks unprecedented royal joy. Royal weddings are formal, reserved, bound by protocol, but this one, it was laughter, and the world felt joy like never before. The world expected another royal wedding. Stiff, scripted, predictable. But what unfolded between Princess Leonor of Spain and Prince Christian of Denmark shattered every assumption, replacing tradition with tenderness, duty with devotion, and silence with joy that echoed across palaces, borders, and hearts. This wasn't just a union of titles. It was a celebration of something far rarer in royal life, genuine happiness. The announcement came without warning. A short, formal release from Zarzuela Palace. Her Royal Highness the Princess of Asturias has entered into matrimony with His Royal Highness Prince Christian of Denmark. Simple, official, but the world knew this was no ordinary statement. Within minutes, it became global news. But what no headline could capture was the emotional wave that followed. Spain, a country accustomed to cautious optimism toward its monarchy, erupted into spontaneous celebration. And at the center of it all stood Leonor, the young woman born to wear a crown, who for one moment wore only her heart. Let's go back to the beginning of this unexpected journey. Leonor, Spain's crown jewel, a symbol of national unity in an era of division. Raised with discipline, precision, and constant scrutiny. From her earliest years, she was taught how to smile for cameras, how to speak to presidents, how to walk with purpose, but never, ever, how to fall in love. Christian, heir to the Danish throne. Quiet, steady, often overlooked in the world's media frenzy around flashier royals. But those who knew him spoke of warmth, kindness, a grounded strength inherited from his mother, Crown Princess Mary, and the quiet discipline of his father, Crown Prince Frederick. No one predicted it, but maybe that's what made it real. Their first meeting wasn't headline-worthy. A cultural youth exchange in Belgium. Just a group of royals doing what royals do, shaking hands, attending panels, smiling on cue. But there was a spark. Unmistakable, unavoidable. Witnesses recall a shared glance. Not flirtatious, not dramatic, but lingering, curious, human. From there, something bloomed. Slowly, carefully. In a world where privacy is a luxury royals can't afford, Leonor and Christian built a space for themselves, through shared initiatives, family events, and quiet messages sent across borders. The turning point came during Leonor's time at the General Military Academy in Zaragoza. Christian visited quietly, no red carpets, no fanfare, just a private dinner with close friends. And in that stillness, the decision was made. They didn't want a decade-long engagement. They didn't want a spectacle. They wanted joy, now. And what they created was something even the most loyal royal watchers had never seen before. The wedding was held in a restored monastery outside Segovia. Far from the capital, far from scrutiny. The guest list, limited. Immediate family, a handful of childhood friends. No foreign dignitaries, no global press. The moment Leonor entered the courtyard, everything changed. She didn't wear a crown. No flowing cape. No exaggerated display of royalty. Just a simple silk gown. Spanish lace at the hem. And in her hair, a single silver pin, her grandmother's. Christian wore a tailored navy suit. No medals, no military regalia, just a quiet, steady smile as he waited. And then, it happened. A single moment that would define this day forever. As Leonor reached the altar, she turned, not toward the officiant, but toward her parents. She bowed slightly, a gesture of gratitude, of love, of letting go. Letizia cried openly, not from fear, not from grief, but from pride. And Felipe, the stoic king, his eyes shimmered. The ceremony was brief, but each word was soaked in meaning. Vows written by the couple themselves. Bilingual, fluid, reflecting not just two nations, but two souls learning to meet in the middle. Then, just after the kiss, music. But not the usual orchestra. A small Spanish guitar ensemble played a soft folk melody, Leonor's favorite. And Christian, surprising everyone, reached for her hand and led her into a slow, unrehearsed dance. Guests rose, applauding, smiling, some crying. It wasn't regal, it was radiant. And in that moment, something rare happened. People forgot about lineage, power, politics. They simply watched two young people in love, unburdened by the weight of their future titles. The reception. A garden lunch under olive trees. No speeches. Just laughter. Family stories. Old friends sharing memories. Even Queen Sophia was seen laughing as she handed out homemade pastries, a nod to her own Greek heritage. It was that kind of day. Real, warm, human, but as with all royal moments, the outside world was waiting. And when the first image was released, just one, it sent shockwaves. A candid shot of Leonor, barefoot, holding her heels in one hand and her husband's hand in the other, walking across sunlit grass. The reaction was instant. Not scandal, not outrage, but joy. In Madrid, people gathered outside the palace with flags and music. In Copenhagen, citizens flooded social media with congratulations. Even rival newspapers ran celebratory headlines. A new era of royal love, one read. The joy Spain needed, read another. So why did this one wedding spark such an outpouring of emotion? Because it wasn't about ceremony. It was about sincerity. For once, the people weren't watching an institution. They were witnessing intimacy, a deeply personal choice made by two public figures who had every reason to follow the rulebook, but didn't. And here's what made it historic: the monarchies embraced it. There was no silencing, no damage control. Instead, King Felipe and Queen Letizia released a rare personal statement. We are proud not only of our daughter's future, but of her heart. Today, we celebrate more than a marriage, we celebrate her joy. Even Denmark responded in kind. Queen Margrethe, now retired but still revered, issued a message of love and optimism, calling it a beautiful beginning for both our countries. That's when analysts began asking a new question. What does this mean for the future of European monarchy? Some say this could usher in a new model, where royal unions are chosen, not orchestrated. Where love is a foundation, not an afterthought. Others caution against romanticizing it. After all, pressure will come. Headlines will return. Duties will rise. But for now, for this brief and brilliant moment, there is only one truth. Joy won. Unprecedented, unfiltered, and unforgettable. Leonor and Christian didn't just marry. They reminded the world what royalty can be. Not unreachable, not untouchable, but real. And maybe, just maybe, in a world filled with noise, that kind of joy is what we needed most. Two crowns, one love, and a moment that will echo for generations.